So, the first of 13 heats, 13 races, race 25, it's the Minimax second chance heat. Let's take you through the starting grid here at Karting Genk. So, it's an all-Kyrgyzstan front row. Prokos Sokultsev and Gleb Solovov on the front row. Leopold Zhuk and Eason Seng from Chinese Taipei round out row 2. Erik Brandsborg and Ryan Rivers, row 3. Len Abbas and Uros Bogdanic, row 4. Yaroslav Matrenin and also Christian Stefanov on the 5th row, thereby completing the top 10. Rounding out the 12 drivers competing for the top 6 positions. Jakob Assam from Austria and Joachim Ottersen from Denmark. So previously have had experience of second chance heats throughout the course of the past few seasons, having joined the Euro Trophy back in 2018. Sometimes there's one or two drivers maybe through the second chance heat that not just makes a resurgence through this part of the competition, but then also goes on and actually makes a bit of an impact in both the pre-final and the final. Could we see that here? Well, we're going to have 7 minutes plus an additional lap of racing to find that out, ladies and gentlemen. And a big warm welcome to those watching on the dedicated live stream, which there are nearly in the process of, well, it's building at the moment, 269 of you watching, and now it's gone north of 270. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll be racing right up until about just past 4 this afternoon. But the Minimax drivers now at a snail's pace coming out of turn number 8. So the nations that have secured victories so far this weekend: Great Britain, the Netherlands, Czech Republic, Germany, Latvia, Croatia, Belgium, Denmark and Lithuania. So Sokultsev and Solovov on the front row, both in the Birel ART machines, as they slowly creep their way towards the 12th and final turn here at this 1,360-metre circuit. Top 6 will proceed to the pre-final, which takes place at 11:40 this morning, local time. Right then, under starters' orders for the first of 13 races here. The Minimax second chance heat drivers go into the tram lines. Revs rise. Are we ready? Are we steady? Lights are out. We are underway, and there is a big fan out of the drivers, nearly 5 wide coming down the start-finish straight for the opening time as they make their way through into turn 2. Now into turn 3. Someone's gone spinning in the background, and that is the 153. Denmark's Erik Brandsborg. And that was within the first 20 seconds as now drivers getting a bit too close for comfort into turn 6, 3 wide nearly. As now they head into turn number 7. There's one of the drivers already pulling a bit of a gap going into turn 9, and that is the best part of nearly 8 to 10 car lengths, but there has been a spin. That was the 149. That was Gleb Solovov slamming the steering wheel with the right hand in clear frustration. As at the moment is Prokos Sokultsev leading the way for Kyrgyzstan. The second is being hotly contested. Yaroslav Matrenin was in second position and now has been passed by Leopold Zhuk from Switzerland. And it's definitely heating up for the bottom part of the top 6, because there are at least, well, there's 4 drivers at the moment, but there could be 6 momentarily. 117 of Christian Stefanov now has got himself up from 10th position and is in the top 6 now. Looks to be in 5th position. Had a good chat with his dad this morning. So Erik Dransborg from Denmark at the moment is about 7.2 seconds behind the race leader. So we're about to complete our second lap here at Karting Genk in the Minimax second chance heat. Sen coming through. That was from Ryan Rivers in the 123 from the Netherlands. Stefanov retakes the that 6th place. And at the front, Leopold Jourg keeping ahead of Jaroslav Matrenin. Bit of a run wide from one of the drivers a little bit further back. Possibly Uros Bogdanic, I believe. The drivers make their way through into turn 6 and back down the Europolan. So Christian Stefanov is effectively on the bubble. Ryan Rivers looking for 4th position going into the Europolan. Hasn't made the move through. Chinese Taipei's Eason Seng is sitting in 4th position, but does have Rivers and Stefanov behind. But closing in on them, Jakob Assam from Austria. Not too far away from this 3-way battle over 4th position. Eason Seng looks over the right shoulder, and then all of a sudden, through the slipstream, out of turn 12, both Ryan Rivers and Christian Stefanov get through for 4th and 5th respectively. Then Abbas is running at the top 8. Just under halfway still to go in this 7-minute plus an additional lap race. In terms of the total racing action, including qualifying, that took place on Friday afternoon. We have a total of just over 7.5 hours of complete racing action from qualifying through all the way to the finals this afternoon, which start at 2:10 local time. 4 minutes down, 3 to go, plus a lap at the front of the field. Sokolotsev still leads the way by a comfortable margin of 1.265 seconds. Then it's Leopold Jourg, Jaroslav Matrenin, Ryan Rivers and Christian Stefanov completing the top 5. And Eason Seng now has been passed by Austria's Jakob Assam in the 1:62 entry. It was running in Praga. Eason Seng running on the TB kart chassis. So they make their way through off of the Europlan through the turn 7 chicane into the right-hander here at turn 8. But Sokolotsev's lead quite significant. Oh, little bit of a slight touch there. Oh, well, dearie me. Jaroslav Matrenin has got Ryan Rivers trying to get past. That's allowing Christian Stefanov to still keep with them. Ryan Rivers had a couple of moments there. Looks to pull to the inside going into turn 1. Gets the move done before they even hit the braking zone for turn 2. It's a rapid deceleration into that second corner, which actually comes back onto itself. And then before you have the triple left-hander here at turns 3, 4 and 5. And now Christian Stefanov up the inside of Jaroslav Matrenin. So nice move there from the 117, representing Great Britain. And, well, Jakob Assam has managed to catch up and has also got through on the driver from Kyrgyzstan. Minute and a quarter still remains, and the lead now extends to just over 1.3 seconds for the 148. Prokop Sokolotsev. We head into the final 60 seconds. Christian Stefanov has a slender lead of about 4 and a bit, nearly just over 4.5 tenths of a second. It's just been slightly chopped into by Jakob Assam from Austria. And that is for 4th and 5th. Eason Seng, in the meantime, is just under a tenth and a half behind. There are the two drivers, 6th and 7th, so Kyrgyzstan and Chinese Taipei represented. Good run out of the corner there from Eason Seng in the 156. As we've got just 20 seconds on the timer remaining, plus an additional lap. Eason Seng trying to do everything to get past and get into the top 6. Next time around, we will have the last lap board being shown to the competitors. So we'll go down from 42 to 36 drivers. Last lap board is out. And Prokop Sokolotsev leads the field onto the final lap of the race. Leopold Joules from Switzerland in second. Ryan Rivers, Christian Stefanov, Jakob Assam, and Yaroslav Matrenin are the top 6 at the moment. Eason Seng has got just a few more corners as they go through turn number 4. Now into the left-hander at turn 5. The youngster from Chinese Taipei switches to the outside, under braking, gets the over-under. Is he going to get the move done on Yaroslav Matrenin? It might be a bit of a tall order. No, he does not. That was probably one of the main opportunities. And now Eason Seng is definitely putting himself under pressure to get through. Turn 8, no success there. Turn 9, bumps over the curbs. A little bit of a touch between the two. Not there. Could get a run out of the final corner if he's close enough. And as that happens, Prokop Sokolotsev comes towards the checkered flag and takes the win in the Minimax second chance heat. Eason Seng's coming under fire now because there is the 161 of Len Abbas. It's going to be a run to the line. And Yaroslav Matrenin stays in 6th position. Eason Seng was probably deciding to just go for it and see what happened, and it just got a bit messy for the youngster from Chinese Taipei. Might have made it just a couple of little mistakes that compromised the run there for the 150. Well, it was actually. I'm just seeing Eason Seng actually did make it through. I think. I'm just having a look here. Right, that was because Yaroslav Matrenin did finish 6th on the road, but there was a 3-second time penalty for the youngster from Kyrgyzstan for 2 wheels out of the tram lines. So Eason Seng has made it through provisionally to the pre-final and the finals. So there is the field making their way through. That's it for the Minimax second chance heat, and let's have a look at the results. So from Kyrgyzstan, Prokop Sokolotsev takes the win by nearly 1.8 seconds ahead of Leopold Joules, who just by 73 thousandths pit the Netherlands' Ryan Rivers to P3. Christian Stefanov from Great Britain takes 4th ahead of Jakob Assam from Austria, and then the sole representative from Chinese Taipei, Eason Seng, provisionally makes it through as the last of the 6 qualifiers for the pre-final and the finals later on. Len Abbas in 7th ahead of Joachim Ottesen from Denmark, followed by Erik Brandsborg, who had that nasty spin earlier on today. Yaroslav Matrenin demoted down to 10th through the 3-second 2 wheels out of the tram lines penalty, ahead of Gleb Solovov and Uros Bogdanic. So just to recap that Minimax second chance heat. All were focused and ready, including Chinese Taipei's Eason Seng, as the drivers were waiting patiently. And then as the red lights went out, the field pretty much took up all the space and nearly onto the grass on the start-finish straight as they all headed down into turns 1 and 2. And there was the moment that Erik Brandsborg did a 270 and the wheels were spinning just because the grass is so damp on the infield. And then also this moment, big one for Gleb Solovov from Kyrgyzstan in the 149. That was going through into turn 9 itself, slamming the steering wheel with frustration with the right hand. And that's basically saying, why did that happen? A little bit further back in the field, including the 161 of Len Abbas from Germany, making a nice little move up the inside through into turn number 11. And a bit close for comfort for Brian Drivers, amongst others. But Eason Seng was trying the very, very best to get through on Yaroslav Matrenin for that 6th position. But Matrenin would be hit with a 3-second time penalty later on, sideways. That's why Eason Seng had Len Abbas closing in. But Prokhor Sokolotsev from Kyrgyzstan took the victory in the Minimax second chance heat.